Well, hello, Janine.
Hello, hello, Mary Grace.
Who can say they love Monday nights besides me? I love Monday nights because I get to see you
I
and talk
know,
to people about this amazing gig that we have here at Park Lane
I know.
Jewelry. Yeah, I can
Well,
see you
you
trying to
know,
see if
it's
I'm coming out on the right places there. Janine is
I'm
my,
looking.
yeah, she is my sidekick, my unbelievable interviewer. Is it working?
hmm
Yay! So proud.
Let me. I
Um,
want to check one other place. So just keep talking about Mondays because
talking.
I read a statistic recently that if you wake up on a Monday and you put your feet on the floor and you say today's going to be a great day, you are 95% more likely to have a good day than if you don't say that. I read that.
Okay, we are gonna. Today's gonna be a great night. This is
Yep,
gonna be a
we're good.
great question and answer session because what we do here is we come into you wonderful people. Some of you may be looking for an opportunity. Some of you may not, or some of you may be and you don't know you are. That's how most of us were. We like didn't go looking for a job, but kind of went to something or saw something like this and thought, hey, successful people check out their options. So thank you for being here. You are going to go into a drawing for some free jewelry. There will be a Google survey, like a jewelry survey that we'll put up wherever you are. We will put it up in the forum where you are. If you're in a Facebook group, if you're on YouTube, and then you just click on it, fill it out, and that serves as your drawing ticket. What am I trying to say? Chance, and somebody's going to win jewelry curated to your very taste. So, shall we begin, Janine?
We shall, but I know how much you love the curated word. So, for those of you that don't know what that is, your taste in jewelry. One thing I want to ask you to do, because comments are coming through, but a lot of them we don't get your names because of the way that we stream. We're streaming in multiple places tonight. So, we're streaming everywhere from Facebook groups to private pages, all the way over to YouTube. So, can
Get
you
around.
drop in the comments? Oh, I'm sorry. Can you drop in the comments and just type where you're watching it from? Now, I don't want you to write my sofa because I mean, I know you're sitting down. Tell me what place on the internet you're watching it from. Are you watching it from YouTube? Are you watching it from a private group? Because like Kim Bain's on. Are you on Kim Bain's group? And we're I don't know where we're streaming tonight.
Like,
So
who is
just
that DJ?
entertain me and tell me because I always love to see, yeah,
And
where everybody's coming from.
feel free
So
to
Mary
put.
Grace covered. Oops, sorry.
No, I was going to say, just feel free to put in what part of the country you're from too, because we get a
That's
kick out of
excellent
that
too.
stuff.
Yeah,
So, I'm from St. Louis.
I'm
Janine is
from
from
Pennsylvania.
Allentown, Pennsylvania. We
Look
are
at
both
you
upper
dropping the
level.
Allentown.
I said,
Wow. That's closer than Philadelphia. You're getting there. This is actually
and
excellent.
she is a senior division and came in from another company at a higher level, which is something amazing that Park Lane does. They recognize our experience. And I'm an executive company vice president. I used to be a top 10 income earner in another direct sales company. So let's get down to business, Jean. How should we do this?
Well, you covered all the bases. I'm going to ask you 4 questions, and those 4 questions are going to consist of things that 95% of these people that are on here tonight probably have in their head because they ask the same questions because they're concerned about the same situations and the same issues. So, we're going to ask you to just kind of sit back, listen, and just learn about what we have to offer. There's no pressure here. This might be something you want to talk to somebody else about because you're out and about during the day, or it might be something you'd like to talk to your stylist who invited you here tonight about. So let's get started, Mary Grace, with the age old question because people get so nervous when they hear these words. But why direct sales?
Yeah, what we do is direct sales. So first of all, what is direct sales? I think I misunderstood what direct sales was when I heard that. That's like when people be like, "Is that one of those pyramid schemes?" Things like that. I'm like, "No, I work for my money. So does everybody else. I don't make any money if nobody else is working, and I don't train them. So no, it is not a pyramid scheme. The people come in and they can make just as much money as people that have been here for a little while. So no, it absolutely is not a pyramid scheme. Direct sales just means direct to consumer. It's actually how sales first started with the guys going, door to door with their
Mhm.
stage coaches and the pots and pans or whatever they used to do. And honestly, in today's world, it's become such I mean, it's always been a popular way to shop, but it really has a certain niche for people because they like to shop online, which 78% of our reps do strictly online, but they miss the personal connection. So when they're doing it through people like us, they're getting that connection. But they also have the ability to do it like in person with us. So, one of my favorite stories about direct sales is like when you Google, I'm looking into direct sales or something, a whole bunch of information will come up. And we're going to talk about why we're such a good place to be in the other questions that come along. But I do love to just tell this little story because it checks so many of the boxes of why direct sales is so awesome. And you know what I'm going to say, Janine, because I tell it week after week, but it's David Bach. Like, this really resonated with me. So David Bach, his last name is spelled B-A-C-H. He wrote the New York Times bestseller, The Automatic Millionaire. It's really worth a read. It's a very good book. Probably can get it online now on Kindle, whatever. But the first time I ever heard him speak, it was on a cassette tape because it was like 20 something years ago. And he was talking about how when he was a financial planner, how he had this amazing opportunity, just a simple formula, how everyday people like you and me could become millionaires in a relatively short time. And it involved investing, of course, but it involved investing what he felt at that time was a very reasonable amount, like $300 to $500 a month. In today's world, translate to maybe $500 to $700 a month. Okay, but he's saying when you take that amount of money, and he even showed like how you could save that much money by like not drinking your coffee every day or whatever, but whatever. And he was saying when you save that amount of money in 10 years' time, you would be a millionaire. He was so excited to share this with the masses. And he said very quickly, he figured out, whoa, we have a way bigger problem here in the United States of America. It's probably all over the world, but that's where he was working. And he said, people didn't have an extra $300 to $500 a month. Most of them weren't living paycheck to paycheck. They were living beyond paycheck to paycheck, in debt. And they're like, if we had an extra $300 to $500, $500 to $700, it would be to pay down our debt. It would be to go on a special vacation. It would go in an emergency fund. Right. Well, we don't have it, So then he said, okay, now I'm going to problem solve with these people because I know this can work and I want more people to have financial freedom. So I'm going to problem solve with them and we're going to figure this out. And once again, he very quickly realized that it was going to take really big sacrifices or huge life changes for people to be able to bring in another stream of income. And then, this is how he says it. And then he discovered direct sales. And he said, oh my gosh, it's just the perfect formula. It's something you can do as a side hustle. It's something that you can work around your schedule. You know your schedule. We don't. But you can work direct sales around your schedule. You can decide when you want to work, how much you want to work, how much you want to make. And it's way better, more lucrative than any kind of part-time job, retail, whatever. So he said then he just became this hugest proponent of direct sales. So I love to share that story because it is something where you have all of the benefits of running your own business with none of the overhead and none of the risk. And you can do it around your schedule. Someone else is not telling you when you have to work.
Yeah. The best part about it is you could do it part-time, full-time, or big time. It's your choice. That's why I love it. Okay. Or big time. And I always like when you talk about David Bach, because what interests me about him is the fact that he wrote that book, The Automatic Millionaire. But he also came up with a solution because he was like, well, the answer is you just have to make an extra 500 a month, or you have to invest an extra 500. Well, that's not easy for anybody. Do you know what I mean?
It was very upsetting to him that people weren't like buying into his plan.
Yeah, well, there you go. But look, how smart was he though to find a way for them to do that? That's why I find that fascinating.
I'm going off script here, but I'm pretty sure it's something like 85% of women who are millionaires
are direct sellers. I've read that, and in fact, I think you're right. It's 83 or 85, because Forbes put it out last year, and I screenshotted it. I read that. Good.
No, all right. Or not, women have so many special roles in life, and it's wonderful to be able to design our own schedule. So,
oh, it's so nice to be able to weave a direct sales job like this a business into your everyday life. You weave it right in.
Yeah.
It's just great. Okay, so now we know why direct sales, so that you can get an additional stream of income and do so at your own pace. Why jewelry, Mary Grace?
Well, so when you Google anything about direct sales, very often it will tell you be sure to choose a product that you love. And I think that is smart. But believe me, when you start making all kinds of money, you're going to love your product no matter what it is. But what's even smarter is to choose a product that most everybody else loves. And that's what Park Lane did. So I didn't used to sell jewelry. Janine didn't used to sell jewelry, and we both were people that would say like, "Who would sell jewelry?" So my favorite story is just the example of the Levine family who started Park Lane in 1955. A little couple, Shirley and Arthur, they knew they wanted to do direct sales. They started their company at the same time that like Mary Kay was starting. They were one of the first direct sales companies that they thought, that is so smart, go into people's homes, use their living rooms for your showroom, blah, blah, blah. They were all set, but they thought, let's get some professional advice and find out what product we should represent. So they hired these 3 separate consulting companies, none of whom knew the others had been hired. So they all had gone rogue or whatever. And they said to each of them, go out into the world, do your research, come back with the top 3 product choices you would recommend, and be prepared to defend your answers. And to their surprise, to the Levine surprise, all 3 of them came back with jewelry as number 1. Their second and third options were very, varied, but their number 1 across the board was jewelry. That hadn't even really been on the Levine's radar. So they're like, okay, defend your answers. Okay, so this is going to answer that question about why jewelry. When I came to Park Lane 15 years ago, you guys would have just been believing me, but now I can tell you it's absolutely, or trusting me, it's absolutely the truth. I have made double here over what I ever did in any other product. So anyway, jewelry. Okay, first of all, from a consumer standpoint, it's a huge market. Almost everybody in the world, regardless of age, ethnicity, gender, they wear jewelry. Okay, accessorizing is huge. It has withstood the test of time. It's been around since the first, saber-toothed tiger tooth around your neck. and I think the forecasting is showing anticipations of going up 10 times in the next 10 years, just unbelievable how it's like climbing for the everyday person. It's considered consumable, which meant something to me, like fashion is consumable. It changes with the seasons and with the trends and with the outfits. So it's not like someone has a piece of jewelry and they're like, I'm done. And especially with the fine fashion jewelry like we have, it's like just so incredibly popular, far more popular than real jewelry that doesn't keep its value. Now, from the standpoint of, and one of the number 1 gifts in the world, candy, flowers, and jewelry. One of the number 1 things that other companies give to people when they do great things, jewelry. And from the seller standpoint, okay, so like you decide to join us. You know what's amazing? It's very inexpensive to ship in store. It's really, really easy to carry around. Like I used to have back problems from my last job. This one, it's like the size of a purse and you're off. Plus, we do a lot online, so you're not off anywhere. You're making hundreds of thousands of dollars from sitting in your seat. We wear it, and that is so cool because people comment on it, and then we're able to segue very smoothly into the fact that we're in the jewelry business. We don't just wear it, our customers wear it. And then very easily people are saying, oh my gosh, I loved your necklace. Where did you get it? So the referrals are amazing. So it truly is one of the best markets to be in. And it is the only one, aside from lipstick, that sales go up during economic hard times. And we lived that through quarantine.
I find that fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. Just a quick short commercial to say hello to everybody that hopped in. There's a ton of you in here watching. Drop in the comments. Let us know where you're watching from. Are you watching on YouTube? Are you in a private group? Are you watching from your stylist page, our studio? Let us know. Mary Grace, now that you explained to us about direct sales and about jewelry, how about you just pull into that niche right there and tell us why Park Lane Jewelry is the jewelry to
Yeah,
represent?
and believe it or not, there's other jewelry companies. Now that you found us, no need to even look. However, um, people that come here and do spreadsheets and they decide what they're going to do and they know they want to do jewelry, they choose Park Lane for many, many reasons. But I'll tell you the number one. First of all, we're a full service jewelry company.
Right.
We're the number one direct sales jewelry company in the world. And what I mean by full service is there are a lot of awesome companies out there, but almost every single one of them, if not every single one, I can't think of one that isn't, has a certain look, a certain market. Perhaps they're also Swarovski crystals. Perhaps they're mostly predominantly silver or charms, right?
Mhm.
Pearls. Okay. So if there's not someone that's particularly loving that particular type of jewelry, or wants to expand, then, they're done. And I've actually had people, my customers tell me, one thing I absolutely love about Park Lane is I can invite anybody to check you out. And there's something for everybody. So I love that. Our programs. Okay, what really makes companies amazing besides their product is their programs. And we have the most generous programs in the direct sales industry, not just jewelry. So we have a very generous sale that is ongoing. So our customers get a deal, and it's so easy to repeat. It's so easy for our other customers to tell other customers potentials about it because they're so excited to share. You buy two little things and then you get your four bigger things for half. They just love that. Very generous. We have an amazing generous hostess program, which means like those individuals who recommend us to their friends and family, we reward them in free jewelry. And it's like astronomical what we give them. It's unbelievable. We give them free jewelry for every order that they receive. Doesn't matter the size of the order. And then, of course, there's the profit program. We're the highest paid direct sales people in the industry with a very generous immediate commission starting at 30%. We hire people in at levels that are commensurate with the experience that they have, which I know you and I, it really made a difference to us because when you're in an industry like this, you should be rewarded for what you've already achieved. You've already shown that you have what it takes, so why would you want to start all over? They don't make you do that in other fields. So here at Blaine, we don't either. And then with the bonus programs, we get paid weekly. We have weekly bonuses we can get, and then all of the perks that go along with it. So Scott Levine is our CEO, and he really keeps his ear to the ground. I've learned so much about direct sales just in general from him, and he always wants to have the best for us. So, for example, if he heard other companies had car programs, that's when he introduced that we get to drive around in white Mercedes. Other people have trips every year that they can earn. It's usually for just the upper echelon. He said, nope, we're going to have 2 trips a year, and we're going to have everybody be able to earn them, not just the upper echelon. Okay. We have a program where we can earn up to $1,000 in free jewelry every single month. Therefore, we are not investing. We're not spending our own money. We're making money and earning jewelry at the same time that we can give away or we can show or we can use, for our display or whatever. So yeah, it's most definitely the place to be. And we've been around since 1955. We're cash rich and we're debt free. You're hearing just today, I heard of another company that took away its programs and it's going they call it an affiliate program.
Yeah.
Just today, a big company. So I feel like I'm hearing one every week. Well, here at Park Lane, we're family owned. We're fine. That's not going to happen.
No, it's not going to happen and I can say that assuredly as well, because I came from a company that happened. So I can say that, but yeah, no, it's not going to happen here because of the years of history, the generations that are still running it, and the fact that they're still cash rich and debt free is
Through it
amazing in this
that.
economy. It's amazing. So,
Amazing.
okay, you know what? I'm gonna ask the final question, and it really is kind of funny. Before I say it, I'm gonna tell you there's a bunch of people from Iowa in here, Arkansas. I saw Missouri. I saw Minnesota. So there's like a lot of people hanging out with us tonight, Mary Grace. I don't know if you can,
Westerners in the house.
I
Hi,
don't know
everybody.
if you can see your number there on your thing. My
Oh,
phone's
yeah, you
ringing.
taught me how to do that. 15.
So oh, that's good. Good, Virginia. So final question. Why now? Why is
Yeah.
now a good time?
Okay, first of all, if you are here listening to this right now, it is really like a sign that you should do it now. That's literally a success principle that successful people don't overthink things. They look at what the risk is, they look at what the benefit is, and they don't over worry. Like, what if this happens? What if this? Should I wait until this? So they lean in and they do it. That being said, we've made it so beneficial for you to lean in and do it right now because here's the deal. $99.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what you get for $99. You get to choose
Give you the
$700 in jewelry. $700, you guys, for $99. Now, a customer or any person off the street would think that was wonderful. It's your jewelry to do with as you wish. That's not all, though. The $99 also covers like all those things that you would need to have a successful business online.
Right.
Or in real life, all of your access to Park Lane's back office, all of your access to all of the materials that I have in our library for you to use so that you can literally have a cut and paste business. So $99. And when you have your first show, which is the way to get started, okay? So the person who invited you tonight would do a I call it a coming out party, a show for you, like I'm coming into this business. This is what we're doing. Okay.
A business launch, a dip your toe show.
And what's really cool about this party, so if you live like near people, the person who invited you, it's so smart to do like an in real life one because, let them run over, do it for you. But we always have the online ability too for people that aren't close to us. But when we do that show for you, you'll get paid, not us. And it will be your launch into this world. And you will get paid, and you will get paid a lot. And by the time that $99 even comes due on your credit card, you'll already have more than that. So it really is truly a no risk option.
Mm-hmm.
You know who's taking the risk? Park Lane.
Park Lane.
Us.
Yeah.
Doing shows for you and you getting paid instead of us.
So, I don't mean to cut you. I don't want to cut you, but I am going to tell you, I just had a girl who just signed up, had her party, $1,000 show. She got paid $300. She got $700 in jewelry from the company. She got $500 in jewelry from her show. And then she got an additional $250 in bonus pieces because she hit a certain number. And she signed in because she's from our RCs. So that really is what she's saying is absolutely correct. that can happen.
Yes, it's so fun. Yeah. I told you last week, Tommy Sosabe did an intro show. The lady made $1,200 that night. I mean, come on. So when you're at Park Lane, you will come out of this with more than you went into it right from the get-go. So we really don't have any risk. Sometimes I worry that we make it so easy that people think it can't be true, but we really do want to give you this opportunity.
I feel like that's always been an issue. They always joked around, if it's too good to be true, it must be Park Lane. But, it really is. For those of us who have been here, we've been in other industries. You're looking at people that have spent years in this genre. And this is really the perfect opportunity for anybody. So if you are interested and it's something that you think that you would like more information on, I'm going to ask you to talk to the stylist that invited you here tonight. Okay. If you're watching this from somewhere else, like on YouTube or something, and you don't have a stylist that invited you here, just contact one of us through one of our channels and we'll gladly help you. Mary Grace will help you immediately. And then, you know what, Mary Grace, I want to say thank you to you because I think we had a lot of really good people on here tonight from all over. And I feel like we really covered everything. I think those 4 questions are like the key to what people want to know.
Yeah, they really are. And aside from that, we're so fun and so supportive of one another. And so many people have told me that it delivered something into their life that was so much more than jewelry. So I am hoping that we'll get to know some of you a lot better. Thank you so much for joining. And we'll be putting those Google surveys up in a place where you are right now. Okay. Thanks again. Have a good week, everybody.
Bye, everyone.